Recognize the member for Peace River North to move the motion. Member.
Thanks, Honourable Speaker. I'm pleased to rise in the House today to move the following motion. Be it resolved that this House supports permanently eliminating the provincial fuel tax to ease the pain at the pump and removing the carbon tax on all home heating. Honourable Speaker, after 7 years, 2 terms of this government, life in British Columbia has never been more expensive. People are struggling and feeling that no matter how hard they work, they just cannot keep up with the rising costs to live here in British Columbia. Half of all British Columbians, Honourable Speaker, are $200 or less away from being able to pay their monthly bills. From gas to groceries to housing, costs continue to soar while paychecks continue to shrink. The NDP's middle-class squeeze has made British Columbia the least affordable province in Canada, if not jurisdiction across the continent. BC is home to the highest gas prices in all of North America. It hasn't always been this way. When the NDP government came into power in 2017, the average cost of gas in Vancouver was $1.30 a litre, and that price had been relatively stable for the preceding 6 years. The skyrocketing prices that we are seeing today show just how affordable life has become after the 7 years and 2 terms of this NDP government. Far too many British Columbians are now forced to decide between filling up their car with gas, driving their kids to school, putting healthy food on their table, or even being able to afford a medication. We have seen nearly a 60% increase in food bank use, with 62,000 children relying on food banks monthly. Enough is enough, Honourable Speaker. People deserve a break. Our BC United Caucus has spent months calling on the government to take action on this affordability crisis and deliver results for British Columbians. Unfortunately, the NDP has refused to take our suggestions and, as a result, has led our province further down the path of unaffordability. That's why our BC United Caucus has put forward a bold plan to make life more affordable, a plan that includes ending the pain at the pumps permanently by eliminating the provincial gas tax. People need to get to work, to school, and to drive to doctor's appointments. Axing this tax will save drivers up to 15 cents a litre on gas and diesel. For the average family in my community, that'll be around $20 savings at the pump. For a pickup, that'd be around $30. Imagine what families could do with an extra $30 in their pocket every week. This will make a real difference in people's lives immediately. The reality, Mr. Speaker, is that many British Columbians need to drive to work or school or these medical appointments. They need to take their kids to hockey practices, check in on their parents or their grandparents, driving to the store to get groceries. British Columbians in rural areas do not have transit options that are accessible to those like in Metro Vancouver or larger centres. In fact, some of these communities, like Fort Nelson, don't even have transit options at all. Unfortunately, we seem to be punishing those for living in rural BC. In my riding, Peace River North, as well as in my colleagues' Peace River South, for many other across the north, we drive hours in our vehicles as a necessity. Many people require reliable methods of transportation for their job, and with drastic weather changes that occur with little notice, a personal vehicle is the only way my constituents can get around reliably. It's time to give the people of the Peace Country a break, as well as all of those that live across British Columbia, by eliminating this provincial gas tax. Not only does this policy make filling up your vehicle cheaper, but it reduces the cost of all goods and services that depend on gas or diesel-powered transportation. And up in the Peace Country, all goods are trucked. Lowering these costs will help make life more affordable across the north. Eliminating the provincial gas tax is a tangible first step in delivering a more affordable province for all British Columbians. We know that these savings will be directly passed on to consumers. In fact, an independent study at the University of Calgary found that when Alberta removed the provincial sales tax, it was fully passed on to 98% of Albertans. The vast majority of people received an immediate cost of living benefit from this measure. But you know what, Honourable Speaker, I can't see the NDP supporting this motion. In fact, even this weekend at their NDP convention, a motion to provide a little bit of tax relief to British Columbians was voted down. Shame. You know, at the end of the day, it is results that matter. And this plan of ours will put more money in British Columbians' pockets where it belongs.
Thank you, member.